Namaste. A very happy Sharan Navaratrotsava to all of you. We are celebrating the very auspicious Sharan Navaratrotsava Navami today. As per the tradition, we worship Devi in 9 forms in these 9 days. Pratamam Shailaputeja, Dvitiyam Brahmacharini, Tritiyam Chandraganteti Kushmandeti Chaturtakam, Panchamam Skandamateti Shashtam Katyayiniti cha, Saptamam Kalaratischa Mahagauriti Chashtamam, Navamam Siddhidatri cha, Navadurgaha Praketitaha. Today is Navami and she is worshipped as Siddhidatri. Siddhi means success. Different types of faculties, potential, skills which are dormant in us, she arouses them. Nothing comes from outside, it's already there. We are born with all that. But we need a facilitator, we need a blessing, we need an intuition, we need a blessing that can enable us to manifest that. So there's nobody in this world who is worthless. It is only that we have not discovered what lies within us. So Siddhidatri gives us that Siddhi. She awakens the potentials in us and takes us onto the path of success. There are 2 types of Siddhis, Laukika and Paramarthika. The Laukika Siddhis are those which enable us to live happily in this world. Our different successes in our ventures, whatever we do, our skills, our potentials, our pursuits, our hard work, everything will give us success with the blessing of Devi. That apart, there are very, very special, glorious siddhis like Anima, Lagima, Mahima, Garima, Ishitva, Vashitva, Prapti, Prakamya. So Anima is to shrink, become invisible, and Mahima is to become very large. Garima is to be at different places at the same time to do great things. And Laghima is to become light and weight, to overcome the pull of gravitation, and Prapti is to get whatever we want, Prakamya is to be able to give whatever we want, and to be able to bless people with anything that they need, and then Ishitva is leadership and Vashitva is to keep everybody under control. These are all special glorious siddhis which very eminent personalities have. The best example we can think of from the Puranas, Ramayana is that of Bhagavan Hanuman. He had all the Ashtasiddhis, Ashtasiddhi Navanidhi Data, Asabaradine Janaki Mata. So Janaki Mata blessed him with the Ashtasiddhis. Even before that, he was always expressing them. When he crossed the oceans, he had Lagima Siddhi. When he grew so big, he had the Mahima Siddhi. When he shrunk, became invisible to search Sita, he was then having the Anima Siddhi, and so on. So these Ashtasiddhis matter a lot, but these are all only at the Laukika level, at the world level. There is a higher Siddhi called the Moksha, that is Jnana Siddhi. That is what Siddhidatri gives us, to overcome all our trivial desires and elevate to the level of truth, the ultimate truth which was always there, which is there and shall be there. These trivial material things come and go, come and go. There's an expiry date to everything here, but that which never expires, such a great permanent truth, that is what we have to aspire for, and that is the Moksha Siddhi. She gives us that also. Yatrasti bhoga nachatatra moksha, yatrasti moksha nachatatra bhoga. Where there is bhoga, no moksha. Where there is no moksha, there is no bhoga, usually. But Sri Sundari Sevana Tatparanam bhogascha mokshascha karasthayoho. Those who worship Devi, she gives them bhoga as well, moksha as well, because she is a mother, she is loving. So let Siddhidatri bless us with all the good siddhis which take us ahead, which enables us to make our lives also worth it, and also be very resourceful and useful to the society, to the desha, to the dharma. Only then there's a meaning to our lives. Selfish life is a wasted life. So may Siddhidatri arouse our desha bhakti also. With that prayer, I go ahead to narrate the story of the Uttama Charitra, which is very important. In the Navaratra, it's a convention to listen to the Durga Saptashati stories. There are 3 stories, Prathama, Madhyama and Uttama Charitas. We saw how Sumedha Maharshi was narrating to Surata Maharaja and Samadhi Vaishya the stories of Madhukaita Bhavada and Mahishasuravada. So he goes ahead to narrate the story of Shumba Nishumbhavada. So once again, after many Manvantras again, 2 Rakshasas were born, twin brothers, Shumbha and Nishumbha. So they were very terrible, horrible, and they had a big Ghatbandhan, a big gang, where they had Rakshasas like Raktabijasura, Dhumralochana, Chanda, Munda, Sugrivasura, all these people. And as usual, they snatched away the properties of all the Deva, Yaksha, Gandharva, Kinnaras and Manavas and put them on the streets, and they were bullying everybody. They were snatching away everybody's wealth. So all the Devatas came to the Ganga banks and started praying, "Oh Devi, come back and help us, help us, help us." So the same Devi, Katyayini Durga, who vanquished Mahishasura and was now Antardhana and was now formless, they were worshipping her, seeking help. So at that time, Gauri comes there for Ganga Snana and very pretends innocence and asks, "Whom are you worshipping?" Before she answers, a beautiful, fierce form of Aparajita emanates from her body, from her kosha. So she's called Kaushiki Durga. The Durga had 8 hands with brilliant weapons, riding on a lion. She shouted and said, "They are worshipping me. I am here to vanquish Shumba Nishumba and their team." And this Gauri, the moment she got to know that Shumba Nishumba are troubling the worlds, she immediately gets anger and she becomes Maha Kali. So this Kali and Aparajita duo, they go to vanquish Shumba Nishumba. Initially, this Aparajita takes the form of a beautiful young teenager maiden, and she wanders in the forest close to Shumba Nishumba's palace in the Himalayas. And Shumba Nishumba get the news of this beautiful lady and send Chandamunda, say, "Bring her. I think anything beautiful in this world has to belong to us." Chandamunda go with some jewels and clothes and try to tell her, "Look, Swamis, Shumba Nishumba want to marry you. Come on, you have a great offer. Come, enjoy." And she pretends and says, "No, no, no. When I was very young, I made a pratigna, I made a promise that I made a vow that I will only marry somebody who can kill me, who can defeat me in war." So they were very angry, and Shumba and Shumba were very angry. They sent Dhumralochana to burn her down. But Dhumralochana had this power of burning anybody whom he saw after he removed his blindfold. But Devi was now ready with her weapons, riding the Simha. With just her hunkara, with the hot breath of her nostrils, she burned down Dhumralochana and his whole army, and also Sugriva. Then Chandamunda came and they had a terrible battle, and now Devi manifested the Dashamahavidya Rupas from her body, and they in turn manifested thousands and thousands of Matrika Ganas, all identical to this form of Devi. And there was a huge army of Devis which went on destroying all the demons in lakhs and lakhs of numbers. Now the whole battlefield was full of Devis vanquishing the Asuras, and the Chandamunda came, they had a terrible battle, and Devi, Kali Mata, took them and cut their heads and held them, and she drank their blood and danced in ecstasy and chewed them up. So this is a very thrilling story we see in the Durga Saptashati. Then after Chandamunda, Nishumbhasura came, and Nishumbhasura was also easily defeated, and she took him on her hands and turned him and smashed him on the ground and killed him, slaughtered his head. And then finally Shumbha came. He was terribly shocked to see all his close brother and his wonderful team completely was smashed and destroyed forever. So he was angry and said, "Oh, you arrogant Devi, do you think you have done all this? No, you are using the help of so many people." Then she says, "You fool, it's not so many, it's just me. Look here." And all the Dashamahavidyas and the thousands of the Matrika Ganas emerge back into her, and she stands alone. And then they have a battle, a Dvandva Yuddha, and she in no time destroys Shumbhasura and kills him with her Trishula. Like this, all the Tamasi Shaktis were completely vanquished, and peace was restored, and Dharma was restored, and all the Devatas did the Pushpa Vrishti and sang the Aparajita Stotra. Thus, the story of the Devi is a great achievement of vanquishing the Shumba Nishumba team is extolled, is praised in the Aparajita Stotra. There are 4 stotras in Durga Saptashati: Brahmadi Stuti, Indradi Stuti, Narayani Stuti, and Aparajita Stotra, which are very important, and all of them together, all these 4 stotras together, they narrate the greatness of Devi and how she vanquished the demons. So people who cannot study the whole Saptashati will read just these 4 stotras. If even the 4 stotras to read is difficult or we don't know, then what we can do, just chant this one shloka called Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute, which is picked up from the Saptashati, and it has all the Bijaksharas in it. It's a very auspicious stotra, and with this shloka we can worship the Devi. So to listen to the 3 charitras is very important. Surata Samadhi were very happy, then performed tapasya, and Surata, as a result of his tapasya, got back all that he lost, his kingdom, his riches, everything. But Samadhi did not want his riches anymore. He said, I don't want to go to that same selfish family. I want Jnana Moksha. And he got that. So whatever we ask for, we get that. As deservingly as we are, we get. So this is the story of the Durga Saptashati, which we have listened today in the auspicious Navami day. So all these 9 days of Navaratram are auspicious for thinking of the Shakti Swarupini. There is always an end to Daushtya, to evil. Evil people may think we are ultimate, but there's always an end to all of that, because Devi will come in different forms, in any form. We have to stand with her, pray to her, stand with Dharma and be powerful, be strong, be courageous, be patient, and believe that Dharma alone will succeed. So may Siddhidatri give us Laukika and Paramarthika Siddhis and gear us up, prepare us to face all the problems in life and fight back and stand for Desha Dharma and live a glorious life which is useful to the society and the Desha and Dharma. With these words, I once again wish you all a very happy Sharan Navaratrotsava. Namaste.